is loving to be back in the church I grew up in. I haven't been here in a long time, and it's great to see some of your faces. It's just
some of them.
Some of the faces I don't know. That's okay. Yeah, no enemies, I don't think. Let me know if I need to apologize. I've always been more of a writer than a speaker, so I'm going to use a crutch today. But I don't remember my first day at Pleasant Hill Christian School. It exists to me as an idea only, hidden in a haze of thoughts and stories. I, like most of my peers in that first cohort of kids, was only just awakening to the world beyond my doorstep. Even without the concrete memory, though, there are two things that I know greeted me that morning and every morning for 6 of the next 7 years. The lively smile and jovial laugh of my great mentor, Ms. General. Gifted teachers are our beacons, shining to guide us through the storms of childhood. The lessons learned in those distant classrooms still mark the rocking spots, long after time has taken us into the slower current of adulthood. Miss Heath was such a teacher for me. She was a social compass, a wise companion, and a constant source of advice and encouragement as I first learned to navigate my way into work. Entering her classroom each morning felt like a sort of homecoming. My classmates felt like family. The trust and comfort Miss Heath brought out between us gave me the courage to take flight on the winds of ideas. I often crashed, of course. Miss Heath was always there every day to pick me up, to brush me off, and to encourage me to begin again. We laughed together in the face of our errors, and I learned that a sense of humor can empower serious accomplishment. She basically served as another mother for me, and to each of us, I think. She was a person we wanted to do good for, but even better, she gave us the confidence to shine and prosper in whatever we chose to pursue. Growing up under her watchful eye, I remember doing some things well and some things poorly. More importantly, I remember the feeling that even on my worst days, and there were more than a few, I was loved and lovable. Miss Heath gave that gift to all of us without exception. We all left with the inescapable and undeniable feeling that we were individually priceless little human beings. My memory of life at Pleasant Hill Christian School is mainly inner snapshots, flashes of light and color, and the feelings given off by the people around me. Now, what more could we remember of childhood? I remember stirring up a bee's nest with my friends and then watching in horror as the bees invaded the playground, stinging all of my shrieking classmates. If you were involved, I'm really sorry. I remember waiting in line at Miss Heath's desk on Friday mornings, optimistically hoping that my progress report would come back yes, and it did. And we know it didn't. I remember spending time with 3 of my greatest friends, Mr. Smith, Mr. Hoffman, and the world we shared around our reading tables. I remember feeling proud as Pastor Heath rode with us on our apple blossom float, waving from his little church at the rear. Mostly I remember growing up, bit by bit, year by year, with a really wonderful group. There are so many of these bright shards inside of me still, the really dearly beloved bits and pieces that make me the person I am. And on each and every page of these snapshot memories, Miss Heath's face was the one. She really always. I never saved up enough money to have lunch with my teachers. It's one of those things. It wasn't in me to be that thrifty. I was a really impulsive kid, and I was really in love with new ideas and baseball cards. And I sometimes stirred up these nuts. Although we fought our battles over the years, in the main, Miss Heath had the uncommon good sense to allow me much of my natural feeling. And the kicks and surges that came with it. She coupled this with a healthy measure of laughter, of course. I'm sure I gave her headaches and maybe a gray hair or 3. But still, she gave me space to be myself. Miss Heath helped me feel like I was a good kid, as I was, and that my way of being was going to turn out okay. As I wandered through my early adulthood, I was so grateful for that early acceptance. Because of it, I never felt at a loss for the face of is the greatest gift that someone can give to the university. Recently, I decided to slow my wandering, and I'm just now embarking on an elementary teaching career. Whenever I'm asked the inevitable question, why? You know that that's a question that gets asked. I always think back to my time at PHCS. I think on my good fortune at having found myself in these classes and realized that to me it's really a destiny. I was making this choice in large part because of my own educational experience. There are so many children that don't ever encounter even a sliver of what I found in this youth classroom. Because of this, I owe you a mountain of gratitude. Because of this, I owe them, my new students, a chance at true community, where joy is the common product of our work. I know I may never quite be the caliber of the teacher that I had, but I also know that if I'm only ever a fraction of a youth, I'll still be a true friend and a blessing to every kid I meet.